So rewind a little bit to 2017. I was hosting my television show for Univision, and the Harvey Weinstein scandal broke, and MeToo had a resurgence and hit the mainstream. A lot of men who were watching my show started writing into me, are you going to do a season on this? Because I have so much to say about what's happening right now. But they had a lot of trepidation about speaking about it publicly because they didn't want to get in trouble. And then inevitably, they would ask me a question that made it so apparent how Me Too has impacted almost every area of our personal lives. I mean, of course, the workplace, right? But these questions were also falling in the buckets of dating, marriages, relationships, how we're parenting, our relationships to money. So very widespread, right? And I embarked on a mission to find out, okay, I mean, I certainly didn't have the answers, right? And I don't think any one single person does. So I interviewed 100 men across the country, ranging in ages from 18 to 62, from South Central LA to rural North Carolina. The overall theme, from what I heard, was that men feel that they are walking on eggshells. Many feel that they have to watch every single word that's coming out of their mouths, and they won't be comfortable publicly admitting to this, but some of them really do not like that. Okay, and this is supported by some research by the Pew Center, which found that more than half of those surveyed say, both, and they're women and men, say that Me Too has made it more confusing for women and men to interact in the workplace.
So Me Too, you and I have both heard this. Men are talking about how they're afraid to mentor women, to be in the same room as them, to be in situations where they feel that their integrity or the reputation may be impacted. Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Yes. Okay. So the other thing I like to do is couch this conversation in some statistics, just so everyone knows really where we stand. So these are based on a 2019 survey conducted by Lean In. And 60% of male managers say that they're uncomfortable participating in a common work activity with a woman, such as mentoring, working alone, or socializing together. And that is a almost 50% increase from the year prior, when the number was just 32%. So this is the kind of fear that we're seeing based on Me Too and how rules seem to have shifted. So 36% of men surveyed said they avoided those types of activities, and more specifically that they avoided mentoring and socializing with a woman because they were nervous about how it might appear to others. And according to a 2018 Glamour and GQ survey, a third of men between the ages of 18 to 55 are personally worried about being wrongfully accused of sexual harassment at work. And that number gets exponentially higher when you start making six figures. So I have to ask, Nouman, does this surprise you?
It doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't surprise me, and I'll tell you why. Because I think that, there are these models in our minds around what is considered manly or what is considered appropriate that have nothing to do with either meaningful research, training, or expectations that actually are non-gendered. Right, so I'm going to share with you an anecdote.
Yes.
Many moons ago, when I was working in one of our equity offices here at the University of Toronto, Patty Stamp, who was our sexual harassment officer, you would say this. She said, professors would say to her, Patty, do you think I should actually keep the door open when I have a meeting with a female that I'm meeting with or supervising? And she would look at them and say, Professor, I don't think the door is the problem. Right?
Yes.
And so I don't think it's the actual interaction or the fact that interacting with someone of a different gender that's a problem. I think it's this idea, this license, this the behavior that we've got to call out, which Me Too has called out. And I think this idea of, trying to play the victim because we've been called on a poor behavior, it's just BS. And of course, by that, I mean bold statement.